Welcome everyone. You join us at the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache, or Interlagos as it's affectionately known. It's practice time, it's Brazil, and it's great to have you with us.
I presume that was Echo Sullivan because he didn't look like Ocon. Not Ocon, the other one. Berman. But we're here. We'll do some track acclimatization. Welcome everybody to F125. Didn't really do the proper intro, but I'm losing the will to live today. But we're in Interlagos. We found out at the end of the last episode that Max Verstappen is retiring. So we're looking at both drivers. Possibly getting rid of Jack Crawford, who are driving through us today, just something different. But to be honest with you, the whole intention of doing that was because we wanted to keep Max. If Max is retiring, right after we signed him as well, so thanks to him. We've sent the contract over to Norris, who's currently missing in action. Also officially retiring this year, though he's not in this season anyway, is Nico Hulkenburg. He got dropped from Kick and has decided to retire after a year out. Right, let's go into the softs. Oh, of course it's a sprint. My bad, okay. Forgot all about that. It's a sprint, ladies and gents. Fucking hell, come up into. So let's move against all these dropping, he'd like to stop dead. too wide on the way in. Where's my phone? There it is.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Try qualifying pace, probably not going to be the best, but I'm not. Okay, I'm going to retry the practice program. I'm going to try it with it on manual ERS deployment.
Okay, that's the test over, but I'm afraid we didn't get what we needed. We're going to have to run it again.
Don't know if that's faster or not, to be brutally honest. Let's just skip to sprint qualifying.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action. It's a Saturday showdown. Anyone fancy some hot laps around Interlagos? It's qualifying day here for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Yeah, it's not much for us to change, is it? Might as well go straight out. I might as well stay in. Save that medium for
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Ollie Berman in the Haas just doing wondrous things.
Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage. car repairs have set us back a little.
Definitely have to go again. Not a great time to race to get to the line yet. Can we actually do it now? But it really matters. Struggled with traffic on both of those.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Lee Berman in that Haas. No, I didn't mean to do that. No, 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 no. I'm gonna stay out. I'm gonna stay out. Have I fucked it? Oh no, I fucked it the other way. Never mind. Don't think we're going to be on pole, but we'll have had some 8th. Never mind, ignore anything I was about to say. Okay, it's going to be interesting in Brazil. Well, this is only for the sprint as well. So...
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Right, well let's head to the sprint then.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junsao into one of the 2 DRS zones will be key to any overtaking prospects today. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, It's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Ocon, Tsunoda, Pierre Gasly and Verstappen, Russell, Crawford, Lawson and Ollie Bev, Antonelli, Hadjar, Carlos Sainz and O'Sullivan, Aron, Pepe Marti, Gabriel Bortoleto and Zayn Maloney, Colapinto, Stroll, Doohan and Victor Martins rounds off the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And striding into our commentary box to join us today, the man, the myth, the legend, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Interlagos, always one of my favourite weekends of the season. Love Brazil, adore this track.
Absolutely spot on, Crofty. I wish you could pick this circuit up and place it, copy-paste it on multiple different locations around the planet, because it is sensational to watch, sensational to drive, and for all these drivers here in Brazil, it's a great time to get stuck into this Interlagos circuit. It's an anti-clockwise track, lots of important corners to get right, and it's a track where you can make or lose an awful lot of lap time.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
They actually want me to do softs? Okay. Don't think this is going to be good news. But you know what, I'm going to skip the formation lap because I'm bored. Bye, Ocon.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Blast of overtake just to try and keep near Piastri.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Do I still get it again, or is it back to Piastri? I think it's back to Piastri now. So we're going to be using battery that we don't have much of. Again, try and not use battery down here if we can. If you're watching this video, I want to ask you a question for the comments. Would you prefer another one of these seasons with a load of random tracks? You wouldn't use the same ones again. Or an F2 season?
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
What players are like? Not terrible.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position. What happened? Let me know you're okay. Strategy available on the MFD.
For the teammate. Walls it out. DRS range, Rex was absolutely fucked me here. My flag behind, already breaking down. Paul Aron.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Verstappen wins the sprint. I think we just got second there.
Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
So that wraps up the sprint race, but there's still more action yet to come this weekend. We've got qualifying and, of course, the Grand Prix.
Well, let's go through these, shall we? So Piastri was 5th, Russell was 6th. Has the down key just like they do? Thank you. 5th, 6th for Russell. I was 2nd. Max was 1st. Charlie Leclerc. Nineteenth. Bortoleto, 11th for Mercedes, just on points in the race. It was a race. Kimi Antonelli, 7th, with Gasly in 4th. Killer Sainz in 9th, Volkot in 3rd. Yuki Tsunoda in 8th, with Stroll in 16th. Isaac Hadjar in 10th, with Pepe Marti in 14th. Liam Lawson in 12th, with Aron, I believe Aron is Alpine, isn't he? Yes. Being our DNF of the sprint. Oliver Birkman in 13th, with O'Sullivan in 15th. Zane Maloney in 20th, Victor Martins in 21st. Franco Colapinto in 17th, with Doohan in 18th. But that's it. Let's view the highlights. Well, advance. Let's go into full qualifying.
It's a Saturday showdown. Anyone fancy some hot laps around Interlagos?
Heard that all already. Let's I presume that is just going to disappear, so I may as well use it.
Okay, we've been pushed down to P12.
Go to the garage and schaffen. We are fine. Any surprises from this? Berman. That's about it. Berman did quite well in the sprint qualifying.
Bear with us a few minutes. I'm afraid we're losing hydraulic pressure. There's a leak somewhere in the system, so just sit tight for a bit.
It didn't start raining, so we could have slightly screwed the pooch here. Oh, come on, intermediate, that's good.
Right, we're right on the cusp now. We've been pushed down to P11.
Okay, I think the first round we won't have these DRS everywhere. Not seeing it's gonna, definitely gonna be very quick. That hydraulic leak might have screwed us slightly. People are staying in. We're through of the 7. That means that Max is out in Q2 again. Max never got out there, I don't think. No. Well, he did. He was just stinking slow.
Take it easy
No.
to start with, the track's very wet.
What a mistake. Like how he presses a button that isn't a button. Right. Still at the top. Gasly P2, sorry, Tsunoda P2 in qualifying. AI nearly ruined the car. We would have started coming clean, none of us was going any quicker. The controller's still rumbling, I don't know why. Tsunoda in P2. His good mate Gasly behind him. Exciting times, let's advance. Let's see if we can keep hold of this. P1. Stop vibrating! Bye. It's a very slow rumble constantly. But it's a collapse. Tour de Certifico.
Welcome along then to where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the very final corner. And just 1 year later, Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's time then for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights for a total of 15 corners. The fastest lap today should have an average speed of around 135 miles per hour, if, of course, the weather stays dry until the end of the Grand Prix. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Jack Crawford lines up on pole position, and Yuki Tsunoda completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Piastri, Esteban Ocon, and Lawson, Gasly, Hadjar, Antonelli, and Franco Colapinto, Bortoleto, Russell, Carlos Sainz, and O'Sullivan, Verstappen, Behrman, Pepe Marti, and Lance Stroll, Maloney, Doohan, Martins,
Fed control vibrating.
Rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Now, we had great fun watching them win last time out. What a great victory it was. But can they carry that into today's race?
It's the important one, isn't it, Crofty? You've done it once, can you do it again? But, you know, if you start believing in yourself and the confidence starts to build, that inner confidence is what you need. And you can carry that through to future races, including this one, and you set that ball rolling. That's the critical thing that they're looking for here. And I believe if you've got that first race win or a win at any stage, it can start to roll with you in a good way.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
I think soft mediums. Start the race. Can't be asked. Skip the formation lap. The horrible feeling Sunday's going to be snowed under immediately by those on the softs. Right, if Tsunoda scores points, I get to hire him instead of Crawford.
Okay, DRS is now available.
That's my brain having a fault. Fuck, I was following him. Leclerc being shafted again, I think, by me. Sterling's back up into second place. Trying to challenge for the lead. Come on, Sonona.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. tyres are degrading fast. We can change strategy if you want. Check your MFD for details. Understood. Copy that.
Load up at P2. Doing impressively well today. I really should know the tyres.
approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. You only have to stop once now, one stop left.
Jesus, guys.
We had an issue attaching the front right wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us and get back into this race. Okay, this is not your true position. They haven't pitted yet, so don't waste time fighting them. They're going to be coming in soon.
My God, how did I end up over here? Wanting illegal time gain. That's a new one. Can't warp through space and time.
Good job. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 5.7 seconds. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. ERS is low, ERS is low. Consider changing mode on your MFD.
I'm on the lowest possible mode, Mark.
Corners to recharge it. car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres. Max is in the pits. Max in the pits. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.4 seconds. Leclerc ahead. Time last lap, 1 minute 10.2. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 4.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. They've done 14 laps on those tyres now. We think they've got one more stop. This is great stuff. We're gaining by 3/10 a lap. Good work.
Oh my god. Like the tired wave has just like come over me. Whoa, okay. God.
Keep on him, he might make a mistake.
it's so fast and straight line considering we have the same engine.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
Pit window on softs? Bugger hell.
Gasly behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 5 laps old, and the time last lap, 1:11.1.
Not many fuel oil.
That was far too aggressive, mate. Clean passes only. We don't want a penalty. Green flag.
Why is it that side of the thing that's broken? I'm just going to brake and turn. So yeah, I went a little bit hangry with that and it was too hot. Coming in. Whoa.
Now we're boxing this lap.
Well, this is a safety car. Look at how things are going, it could be. There's so many cars all close together here. Very easily be a very large accident.
box now, please. Box this lap.
Set the manager.
Feeling the effects of some tyre wear soon, so stay on your toes. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.7 seconds.
We're getting fucked up by the Ferrari. Screw! Getting fucked up by the Ferrari.
In first position, front of the pack. Russell behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Your pit window is open. Pit window currently open. 9 laps to go.
Come on. We can keep this up to 6 more laps. Okay, we're back for fuel now. I think I took too long to fuel up by accident. What the fuck?
You need to give that... Are you alright? Engine off, engine off. Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focus. Okay, be aware we expect severe loss of grip from the tyres very soon.
I'm expecting severe loss of everything, to be honest. This race. Power,
Okay,
tyres.
we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Really not good. Oh, another flag.
Okay, clear.
Something's happening towards them here.
Final lap. Push, push.
Fifth,
Okay,
considering
pick up rubber,
we're not going to
bring it
make it, I think isn't too bad, to be honest. Losing it right at the end. Sonoda got more points than us, so I think he's going to be our next driver instead of Crawford.
Here's the checker flag, and here's our winner. Saint Magnifique, it's Pierre Gasly.
always look back at a race like this and think, if I'd just made that mistake there or locked up here, there would have been contact. And every one of those overtakes is a moment where you have to absolutely nail it, perfect it, and that's exactly what they're able to do today. Great stuff indeed.
It's what they've all been racing towards, waiting for them. High above the pit lane is our podium. And for the lucky three, it's time to stand on it. And only one can take that top spot. Today, it's Pierre Gasly's. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Let's view the highlights. We'll advance. Gonna get a meeting with Yuki. And then we're gonna offer him a job. Endgame talks to the cloud as well. I'll choose the right one eventually. Rating response from Nordog. Can't send any more contracts. Wait, what? So does that mean we're fucked then? Because Verstappen accepted the contract and then retired? And we're just going to be stuck with the fucking reserve? I'm going to have to drive the reserve. At least we did do Norris first. Contracts out with drivers to send any more. What? What? Why is that a thing?
Great news. They've accepted that contract and signed on the dotted line. We should celebrate. And make sure we figure out how to stop any leaks about it. Nice work getting this one over the line.
Let's see if we're just fucked for next season or not. So I cannot send a contract. Max has actually fucked us. But we weren't talking. He signed a contract, so let us. That is so dumb. So we can't even sign Crawford again if we wanted to. What a dumb game. What a dumb way of doing things. So we're just shafted now.
Boss, need to make you aware of something. Another team has made an approach for one of the drivers we're talking to. It's hard to say how far it's gone, but if you're serious about signing them, I'd advise moving quickly. You can find more details in the driver contract screen.
I would love to, but I physically cannot if I wanted to. Which I don't, actually, but...
Hey, Chief. Just a reminder to kick off some research projects. We don't want to fall behind our rivals, and we haven't got anything in the pipeline at the moment. Thanks.
But this is ridiculous. Why? So, because Max signed a contract and then retired, I'm just super fucked. Am I? Fucking hell, that's horrific. Right, never mind. This is even more like riding off this safe, because it's like, I guess I get to drive the shit one and Norris carries on as is. This has been a terrible day. Right, let's go through a list of shit, shall we? Piastri was 3rd, Russell was 20th, Crawford was 5th, that's me, for now. Max Verstappen, 8th. Also means we're getting a double new lineup, whether I wanted to or not. Leclerc was 9th, with Bortoleto in 11th. Kimi Antonelli was 6th, with Gasly winning the race. Carlos Sainz was 4th, with Ocon in 2nd. Yuki Tsunoda, actually, at some point, whoever was there before was DNF'd because that text is white and it shouldn't be. Yuki Tsunoda, who I'd love to join the team, but he isn't allowed because of bugs, was 7th. With Strulikins in 40th. Hadjar was 12th, with Marti in 10th. Points for Marti again. Liam Lawson was 13th, while Aron was 15th. Olive Haberman was 16th, with Zach O'Sullivan in 18th. Zane Maloney was 21st, with Victor Martins in 22nd. Franco Colapinto was 17th, with Doohan in 19th. Everyone finished the race. Let's go down the current drivers' standings. Piastri remains 5th, Russell remains 3rd. I remain in the lead with Verstappen in 2nd. Charles Leclerc has dropped some places to 6th. Gabriel Bortoleto remains 12th. Kimi Antonelli has dropped to 7th. Pierre Gasly has gained from 7th to 4th. Sainz, who was 8th, is now 9th. And Ocon has gained a spot to 8th. Tsunoda is in 10th still. 17th for Stroll. Yeah. Hadjar 13th. 15th for Marti. Lawson 11th. Paul Aron in 14th still. 16th still for Behrman. Zach O'Sullivan still in 18th. Zane Maloney in 21st. And Pepe Marti in 22nd. Yep. Colapinto in 19th and Doohan in 20th. 50th. Might as well be 20th. In terms of the teams. Red Bull 2nd, we are 1st. Mercedes are 5th. Ferrari 3rd. McLaren have gone up to 4th. What? Yeah, Mercedes are 5th. Yeah, okay, they have stopped round apparently. Okay, Aston Martin are in 6th still. Wilhelms are still in 8th. 7th for Alpine. 9th for Haas. 11th for Kicksauber. And 10th for Vicarb. That's going to be it. We're just going to race weekend around the giant American pig. And we'll see you next time. Bye bye.